back to the SweetPea Chickadee YouTube channel. I'm Brooke, and it's my mom Kimberly, and we're coming to you from Haymarket, Virginia, and today is March 6th on a Sunday.
And it's episode 24. This is a crafty podcast that me and my daughter, my 16-year-old daughter, host. She's newly crafty. Before, this is where I would say, this is my comedic entertainment, and she holds things up for me. She's still my comedic entertainment, and still holds things up for me, but now she's crafty. Right? Brooke is crocheting now, as of last episode. Very exciting.
We want to welcome all of our new viewers coming in. Thank you for coming and check us out, and hope you enjoy. And if you do, subscribe, comment, like, do that stuff.
All the things.
All the things. And if you're a returning viewer, you know how this all goes. You know how
the crazy is.
How we just glide. Yep, glide.
Okay. Anyways, you can find us on Instagram at SweetPea Chickadee. You can find Brooke's crochet account on Instagram at
chickadee.crochets.
Yes. You forgot the S last time. Chickadee.crochets. You can find me on Ravelry at Karmeni, just my first initial last name. And you can find Brooke on Ravelry now at
Brmeni05, first initial last name.
You stole my thing.
And then then my birthday.
And then just 05.
Just 05.
Okay, a little bit of chit chat. Brooke had some big time surgery last week. What'd you have done?
Big time.
I
got my wisdom teeth removed.
All 4 of her wisdom teeth out. It was quite.
I wouldn't do it again.
Cute. You would definitely do it again. They were hurting your mouth.
I know, but if someone asked me hey, do you want to get your teeth out again?
Okay, nobody wants to do it, but it was a good experience, right?
Yeah, I don't.
They did a really good job. Anymore. She was quite funny on the day of because she was in full,
Apparently I'm really nice when I'm...
She's very sweet. Very, loud and,
When I first saw her, I was like, Mom, hi, Mom!
Hi, Mom! And then when we came home to Damon, your dad, and... Hi, Dad! Hi, Dad! Hi! It was really cute. But, yeah, so there's a lot of soft food. She just graduated to... more solid food.
I started crunchy foods.
Yeah, and she was back just in time for her first lacrosse game, so that's why we had to kind of we were already scheduled to have her wisdom teeth out mid-March, and then her season schedule came out, and I realized she was missing all these games, so I called the dentist. So you have to make this appointment months out, they're totally booked. I'm like, if there happen to be any last minute cancellations, and there was for last week. It was like a miracle. So
and she came into my room and she's like, do I get your wisdom teeth out this Thursday? And I was like, not preferably.
But then she didn't miss any games. She missed a whole lot of practice, but
yeah, I literally missed a whole week of practice, and then the first day I came back, I was on a game, and I killed it.
She did really well. The helmet I was like, well, the helmet will protect you, but you get your wisdom teeth out, your whole jaw is just sensitive. So
my helmet hurt, my mouth guard hurt.
Her mouth, I didn't even think about her mouth guard. I was like, oh my gosh.
It was fine. I was
terrible. Oh my gosh.
It was fine. I took it out. After that, I was like,
and we won. They won their game. But yeah, anyways. So let's go right into foes, because actually one of my foes goes right into stuff for your lacrosse game.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So I made hats in 2 days. I literally made the hat in 2 days. But the real miracle of this hat is that I made my first pom. I was so excited. I literally went in to show Brooke. I was like, I made my first pom.
I was sleeping.
I know. But I was like, I walked in her room, I was wearing the hat. And I was like, oh, Brooke. This was actually Friday night after the game, of course. I didn't finish in time for the game. But I walked in, I'm wearing my hat. I'm like, Brooke. I'm like, oh, she's sleeping. And I started to leave, but then I realized she was still in full makeup. And I was knew she had her contacts in. I was like, yeah, you need to wake up and take that out. I'm like, Brooke. And she's like, I wasn't sleeping. You were most definitely sleeping.
I set an alarm for 30 minutes after. I just wanted a 30-minute quick nap. And
then any other teenager, it was 10:30 at night. It wasn't you couldn't go to bed. You were taking a 10:30 at night, 30-minute quick nap.
Because I had things I needed to do. I need to get on Xbox later. Things I needed to
With
do.
With your friends?
Yeah.
Okay. Anyway, so this is using, oh my gosh, Universal Yarns, and it's their Uptown worsted. And it's in their spirit stripes or something like that, or spirit colors or something like that. Hope you don't hear the dog. This happens to be Brooke's high school colors. So the Battlefield Bobcats, they are purple, black, and gray, but mainly purple, black. So they had this, and I'm like, so I grabbed a whole bunch of them. I'm like, I need to make a hat because it was so cold for your game. I had other hats, don't worry. But I'm like, I want to make a hat for her team. So I made the classic cuff hat. It's a free pattern by Purl Soho. So it's a you make this really long 1x1 rib so you can fold up. And look, it was perfectly spiraling. It's so cool how I said this. Perfectly spiraling on size 5s. I switched to size 7 for the body, and then it just reversed the spiral. It was so crazy.
You know what it looks like? If like a bobcat came and like kind of like scratched it like right here.
Oh yeah, that's really good. Good job, Brooke.
I'm not just dancing flamingos.
Not just dancing flamingos. So anyways, it looks really cute on, and I love the pomade. My first ever one. I had to Google it because I have all these pomade makers. I've tried to do it before. It's really like the instructions on the bag for some reason.
I don't know.
Did not make any sense. So then I'm like, there has to be a YouTube video, and of course there was, that walk you through it, and I did it, and it's perfect. Now, I would have added, next time I'm going to add way more yarn, make it a little bit more full. It's still pretty full. But, and I left mine shaggier. I like the shaggier ones. I did trim, like, some of the long ones, but, like, I didn't do it, like, super tight and perfect. I like it shaggier.
Yeah, I like it shaggier.
So, yeah, it's really cute. It's really good fit. And I'll put it on and mess up my hair. But the classic cuff hat by Purl Soho, it is like a free pattern. I don't know why I said it is like a free pattern. It is a free pattern.
It's like it, you know, not
it's
exactly.
like one. It's kind of like a free pattern, but like, it's cute, right?
Yeah, I like it.
It's a totally, and I just made, there's like a, what?
There's a fly in here.
Oh, I'm like, the cats are making a crazy sound. Anyways, it is, oh, they have like 3 sizes, and it's like the adult size. So, and it totally fit nice. I really, really like it. It's a great, quick knit up, of course, with worsted weight yarn, and I love it. So yeah, it's my first, and it's super soft. Universal yarn, Uptown, and either worsted DK that's acrylic, 100% acrylic. It is so soft. If you guys have ever, it's almost like velvety. I love it, and not as shiny. Like, I don't like shiny acrylic, and I really like that it's not shiny. And I get this at my local yarn store.
Girl, yeah, Needles and Haymarket.
I know, I did. I got a whole bunch. I've got so many skeins of this. This is like a stash from my stash. Like a whole. I got like probably 3 more of these in this color, and then I have them and they also had it in Daneland's college colors, red and yellow. So I have that.
Red and yellow?
Yeah, which is funny because also my high school colors. I was like, oh my gosh, it's meant to be.
I thought they were gray and red.
They're red and yellow. That's completely different. What are you talking about? Anyway, so I'll probably make one of those, these exact hats for his school. So if I ever go there and it's cold, which is all the time, I can wear his hat. All right, Brooke, do you have, show them one of your foes. You got tons. Brooke's got okay, so when she was recovering from surgery, she was a crocheting machine. And she would like text her friends pictures of all the things they made. They're like, aren't you like
I know, my friends,
on
oh my
meds?
God.
Like,
no,
what are
my
you
friends,
doing?
I texted my friend because my friend wanted, I don't have a picture. Actually, I do have a video of it. But I gave it to him because he wanted something for his little brother. I made him a baby Yoda.
Oh yeah,
and I made that for him like the day I got back, like the day of my surgery. It was that
night. You
night.
could show the one that you made Dalen.
I saw that downstairs.
I think it's in his. I put it in his room. Okay, you talk. You talk.
Wait, talk about my stuff or just talk?
Yeah, talk about it. I'm gonna go get the Yoda.
Oh, okay. So made this Yoda really cute for my friend's little brother because I made my friend an octopus, and his mom was like, "Can she make something for Eli, which is his little brother?" And he was like, "Can you make him a baby Yoda?" And I was like, "I mean, I'm sorry. I think you're testing my ability just a little too much, but I did it. Made one for my brother too because my brother liked it, and gave it to him.
Show it to him. And
here's alright. So the eyes are really big on this one, but I gave the other one smaller eyes. But this is like what it looked like. The ears are a little wonky on this one. Maybe flip it this way. No, they don't look any better. Okay, but this is like kind of looks like. So
I think it's supposed to be this way though. Yeah, it looks better that way.
Well,
it doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter. It's a Yoda.
It's based off of a Yoda bee, like a
So it's a Yoda
like bee pattern.
So if you guys have Ribbler, this is actually a free pattern on Ribbler. Well, I can't show you it, guys, because I'm logged out for some reason.
It's a bee, right? So it's got like little bee antennas and like wings. And you just didn't do that,
wings,
right?
Just wings.
Just wings. And you took the wings off.
I took the wings off because I was just like, I don't even, like, he's not a baby Yoda. He's not a bee. So I made him a baby Yoda. That's what happened.
Pause for dog barking.
So that's one of my foes. Mom, what's your next?
I finished my February? Did I say that weird the first time?
I don't know.
My February dishcloth or washcloth. Oh, you can't really see the pattern.
You can see it more on this side.
Yeah, there's like these like wide hearts going down the middle.
Yeah.
You can see it. You can see it better in person.
Yeah, you can see it a lot better.
Just because it's like marled. And then there's this great like lattice kind of lace pattern on the side that I really liked.
Wait, which one was this based off of? Because the first one was based off of.
You know what? I already forgot. What books? They're all based off of novels that these are the washcloths are by the Kitchen Sink Shop, and these are free. And all you have to do is join her like newsletter, and she'll email you out on the first the pattern for the month, and then eventually during the month she'll put it on Ravelry for free as well, so you can link it to your pattern. And it's the second year. She did it all last year, and then last year's patterns you now have to buy. And you can buy them in like a collection if you want. And then this year's are all free. And I'm sure next year these ones will all be you have to pay for as well. But these are great. And they're actually like, I was like, oh, I need dishcloths for my kitchen. But now I make them and they're too pretty for my dishes. So I might use them as washcloths. And
for the
then,
guest room.
yeah. So, I mean, I'll have like 12 of them. So, but I think I'm going to be washcloths and then like the bathrooms and stuff. And then just make like regular stuff for my kitchen that doesn't have a really pretty design. They don't take very long at all. I make them in basically a day or two.
Yeah.
And this is the Estelle Yarn Suds cotton yarn. I got the whole set from Granny Bird Wool Shop or something. I'll put it right here. It's in Canada and it was so affordable. I got the whole like set. So it takes almost one whole skein, like 50 gram skein for these. And I actually have like a little bit left over from each one. And I'm going to save them all and like make like stripey washcloths. Using the leftovers. I'll put those in the kitchen for sure. But yeah, so I made that one for February, and I just got on March 1st, and I'm using like a green yarn because you know St. Patrick's Day. But I haven't started that one yet. It is a thing, yeah.
Forgot about that.
All right, Brooke, what's your next one?
Look at them.
Those are so cute. So what are they called again?
Cuttlefish.
Cuttlefish.
So they're called Cuttlefish, and this pattern's by Crocheted by Elle, and it's actually a free pattern on Instagram.
Nice.
So it literally is just on her thing, and it literally just
like in her, free. You swipe it.
Yeah, you like. I'm not gonna like show you guys because you guys can go follow her and give her love. But I actually love her. She actually makes really good patterns, and I have the hand.
And what yarn did you use?
I used Burn It blanket yarn.
Burn It blanket. And why is this one smaller? Does she give you different sizes, or did you just knit tighter on that one?
I just knit
Brooke's getting, so first Brooke was crocheting, I said knit, crochet. Brooke was crocheting super tight in the beginning, and and it was like hurting her hand. I'm like, honey, this is like, you're too tight. And then she went the opposite direction. Then it was too loose. And I'm like, okay, I can see through it. There's a happy medium, so she's getting a lot better.
This one's definitely the best thing.
That one's really good. You can't see any of the inside.
Yeah.
That's really good.
This one's actually my favorite because it's
practice.
But yeah,
so
I love it.
They're like little pillows too.
I know. I have them right next to my bed along with my
soft.
stuffed animals.
I know. Me
That's
too.
why I like Burn It blanket. Burn It blanket. If you're gonna make stuffed animals, it's the best one to use. It's fun to work with. It's so soft. And when I use Burn It blanket, I use a 10 crochet hook. That's what I use. But
a
you
10 millimeter.
Yeah.
Do you know what that is? What letter that is? Is it a letter?
I don't know, but I just
10 millimeter.
So it's 10 millimeter. There's a letter with it, but you can also get away with an 8. That's how
millimeter.
I know. Yes, we're gonna add the units. This is chemistry. It feels like chemistry.
Millimeter?
Yeah, she was like, don't forget your units.
Okay. That's how your teacher says.
Yes.
Brooke's in advanced chem. I took, I don't know if you guys had this back in the day when I was in high school, you had to take chemistry, right? But there was two. There was chemistry, then there was chemistry in the community. We called it ChemCom.
So
and it was like chemistry for like the people who were like, no. The non-math friendly, which was me. And I barely passed that class too. I wasn't like math, with just any other class, just math and then chemistry. I loved biology. Biology was awesome, but like
biology was easy.
I couldn't do. So that was too. So the Brooke's like, oh, advanced. So then she comes home and tries to talk to me. I'm like, I don't even know anything. That's why
I have to talk to my friends and like, cause like my dad.
Your dad knows.
No, he does not. That is a lie.
Chemistry?
No, I asked him and he's like, yeah, no.
He didn't like chemistry. Well, and if you don't use it, you're not gonna remember it. It's been a while since we've been in school, baby girl.
I don't mind chemistry. It's getting a little bit more difficult, but it's fine. Not my hardest class I have.
All right, my last. I just want to. Oh, it's so squishy. Why do I have one of these?
No,
I just have a bazillion other things. Although my bunny is kind of similar to this.
Yeah.
Okay.
I can eventually make you one. I'll think about it.
It's alright. I don't. You randomly make me stuff all the time.
I come to a room that has behind my back, and I'm like, Mom, look at what I made.
And then she gives me things, and it's really great. So my last faux is Brooke, my zebra yarns. It's just a vanilla shorty sock. I was making this for the Knitting the Blues Away cowl, which ended like months ago, or at least a month ago. And this is all zebra yarns. So it's the pink and white stripe with the bright purple mini. You want to show the purple mini up close, Brooke? I did a 2x2 cuff, and I did a fish lips kiss heel, but this is garter, if you guys can tell. I wanted to give it a little bit of texture since it was a vanilla sock, so it's nice and squishy. I did 10 rows on the cuff, and then 1 extra knit row before I changed colors, so you don't see the pearl bumps from the previous yarn. And just a rounded wedge toe. I've been sitting here waiting for me to wear. And yeah, and I like this length for a shorty sock because I can easily wear them with shoes and mainly my slippers, because I have like my slippers are like
They're
Uggs
high.
and they go up a little high in the back, and if they're too low, it like pulls them down. I hate that.
Do you get blisters from your slippers?
From my slippers.
I mean, I don't know.
I mean, I don't wear them that hardcore. I'm just walking around.
I don't know.
I wouldn't wear them around the house if they give me blisters.
I get blisters from anything. My feet.
From your slippers?
My
You
feet.
don't even wear slippers.
My feet hate me.
Okay, well, if you wear slippers, you'd understand they're soft and cozy. That's why they're called
I don't
slippers.
trust shoes.
Okay. Anyway, so I'm really excited about these. I finished one, and I immediately cast on the second stock of the other, which I'll show you during whips. But yes, I'm really glad. This is Anna from Zebra Yarns. She does amazing. She has amazing. She has multiple stripes too, but a lot of like 2-color stripes with and she pairs these minis with them that are like I would never have thought of, and they look amazing. Like I don't even know how she does it. Anna's amazing. So go check her out.
I love her.
And she just had a new update with new colors. Oh my gosh. She has this purple and white one.
I
stripe,
saw you.
and then a teal and white stripe. I was like, oh. And the purple and white stripe has 2 different options for minis, and I love them both. There's like a yellow mini and then a green mini. Oh, just too many. Too many choices, Anna. She's killing me there. All right. Now was my last faux. So
All right, so now it's all me.
go into
Okay,
your
so
pose.
in the last episode, I talked to you guys about that I was working on my cow avocado by Cowbee Crochet.
And all you had left to do was the ears and the antlers?
Ears and the antlers, yes.
Or the ears and the horns. I don't think they're called antlers.
Whatever. She said horns on the pattern.
Okay, good.
But
She's probably
it's also a free pattern on her Instagram. Like, smacked. I was also like, free pattern. Okay. But it's a lot of hair on it.
No, it's okay. I did it too.
But here it is.
Look.
But guys, she reposted it on her story.
She reposted
And
Brooke's cow.
she DM'd me and said how cute it was.
Oh my gosh, Brooke's understanding the excitement when like a designer or an indie dyer will message or comment or reach out, and you're like, oh gosh.
So this is definitely okay. I realized that I definitely did this thing wrong because it's supposed to be like that.
Oh.
But I was.
Oh, it looks good.
It's like that.
Here, I'll hold it and you show.
So it's supposed to be more smushed, like a cow mouth, cow mouth. And I didn't do that. I think I just sewed it.
I think it's fine. And look, you can take out
You can take out the feed.
It's so cool. I don't even know how you do this.
Oh, okay. So you do this. You decrease. That's when it ends.
Oh, that's the ending? Cool.
And then you do the same thing right here, but you do less decreasing for the back.
And there's the horns and the ears.
And the ears, you literally just do the same thing for both for the pink and the black, and then you just sew them together. And that's how you get this little effect.
Love them. Okay, put the seed back in.
Bonk.
Love it. Good job, Brooke.
Okay, and for this one, I actually combined...
Did I see this? I did see this.
Yes, because you made fun of his nose.
I did not.
You fixed it, which is basically making fun of it.
Oh, I did fix it. Okay, yes, I made.
Okay.
It was incorrect.
I actually combined the cow avocado pattern with the Yoda bee pattern, and out came this.
A cowbee. E-cow?
It's a cowbee. That's what I call
Cowbee.
it. I call it a cowbee.
Call it a cowbee.
Cowbee.
It's so cute. It's got the horns.
The horns and the ears are
I fixed these little pink nostrils.
Yeah, okay, this is I'm not really into I am into it, I'm just not that good at making the blush, making little details
it was hanging out to the side. So.
Yeah, well, that's because you did it! No, she pulls, she's like, I wonder why it's like that. She pulls at it!
I was like, why is it just hanging?
So, this is my little
It's so cute, and Brooke basically created this. She modified 2 patterns together.
And I just add in more. Here we have more white, and boom.
And Brooke's obsessed with cows now.
I am. I do love cows.
Even though that wasn't on your top
It was.
10 list of favorite
cats
animals.
were the ones that wasn't on that.
And cows. You didn't say cows either. Or cats. None of the things you like or have. It was so random. All right, anything else?
Yes.
Oh my gosh.
My last one.
I mean, she had surgery a week ago. She's got oh, I love this is mine. This is mine. I'm so excited.
So I made this one for Mom, and this is a pattern by Northern Lakes Crochetery. It's a free pattern, also on Instagram, and it is a baby otter.
You guys, turn it sideways so you can see the little, you can like, see, like the little nubby feet and legs.
So these are all right. So it's like hands and legs.
Hands and legs.
Yeah.
I mean, it's an otter.
Oh, arms and legs. It's just
they do have arms.
Yeah.
Like little hands.
Yeah, they stand like that.
That's right.
And then, so this one for Mom, purple's her favorite color.
I'll hold it.
And then, originally I had another one, and if you look on my Instagram account, you'll see the other one, which was a brown bottom. But I ended up giving that to my friend for his mom's birthday.
That's right.
Because I'm such a sweet human being.
It is so cute.
Yeah. And also, you don't have to worry about, the only thing you have to sew onto this pattern are the ears.
Which is why Brooke loved it, because she didn't have to worry about sewing on the arms.
Because the arms, I'm so scared to make them uneven. But this is a 4-day cluster. That's what each of these things are.
A 4-day cluster?
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
4-day cluster, which is like single crochet, half double crochet, double crochet.
This is probably the most perfect thing you've made. Like, I don't see anything like sticking out or...
Yeah.
It's so cute.
So then that's
mine.
And it's mine. And that's the one that Mom got. And the tail's where you start.
Really?
You start up.
So I like that.
So I was really confused. I was like, only 4 single crochets. I was like, how small is this otter? I was so confused.
It's so cute. Good job, Brooke.
Yep. And I just learned thanks to Mom, I just learned how to do like the whole color switching thing. So I've been like doing that a lot, and it's actually really easy.
Yeah, I told her, she thought it was super hard, and I was like, it's ridiculous.
Because she kept telling me, and then I was like, okay, there's always
you literally pick up the new color and just start crocheting, that's it. And she's like, no. I'm like, I will show you. I promise. It's so easy.
But yeah, that is all.
Love it.
That I have for my. Oh,
wait. Hey, it's mine, right? I mean, okay, but it better come back to mine. Okay. All right. I just feel like if I let you have it, I'll never see it again.
I mean,
Okay, so whips. I basically have all the same whips minus these socks. And I've worked on all of them in different amounts. So let's start with, I guess we can start with the Stria. So
let's start with your favorite thing that she talked about for 20 minutes last podcast. And I was over here sitting here waiting for my turn. I was like, it's my first whip, it's my birthday. Mom's like, so the Stria, the Stria.
I did not do that. Anyways, this is in Scrappy Angel Blanket Tote. She's renaming all of hers. I don't know the name of this one yet, but Blanket Tote so far. I don't think she has any in her shop right now, but
yeah, I've been wanting one. So I keep looking at her shop, and I'm like, Mom, stop buying her
She actually said that she's gonna make you one. You just have to pick out the fabric.
Oh, swag.
Anyways, so I haven't. So I'm using. How am I gonna start this? I haven't made as much progress as I did like the first time in the last 2 weeks, mainly because like last week Brooke got her wisdom teeth out. I also got my booster shot, and I was not feeling well. Not well for like quite a few days, but I'm boosted. Worth it. And then I took care of Brooke, which means being up every 4 hours. It's like having a newborn all over again.
Okay, I didn't want to be woken up either, okay?
I mean, not quite like a newborn, but it was like taking me back to like having to wake up and give her medicine, make sure she had food for her medicine that she could eat, which wasn't very much.
Oh my gosh. The first thing I ate was mashed potatoes, and I couldn't feel my bottom lip.
It was quite entertainment.
Everything was everywhere, and then I was like, Mom, I can't feel my bottom lip. It's just like, it's everywhere. I'm like, Mom, I can't feel it though.
I know. But I wiped your face.
Yeah, I wiped your face. I felt pampered.
Anyway, so here is my Stria. Here's where I am. Look at all the ends from the stripes. Berkebile, hold one side. All right, so before I had not split for sleeves. So I think I was about here or here. I can't remember. No, I'd finished the stripes. So I was here. I just gone through all the way through the first stripe sequence. So I was right here. And I tried to split early for sleeves, and it didn't work. But I put in a lifeline. So I've split for sleeves once, pulled back, went one more stripe down, then split for sleeves like for a size 6. So what I was doing was that I was splitting in between a 5 and a 6 size, which it might have worked. Like it was, I couldn't tell. It felt a little tight under here. The looseness and the size felt great. Like there was plenty of give. Like that wasn't an issue. It was just like how deep it was.
Mm-hmm.
And I knew it would block, but I just wasn't sure. I was like, you know what? One more increase in a couple more rows isn't gonna like make it too big. Like if I do it. So I like pulled back up and went to the full size 6 and then split. So I've done more than this because I had to rip back. But I went all the way through the first stripe sequence, and now I'm restarting the next stripe sequence. So I split for sleeves, and that's how far I've gotten. So not as far. And I should be going faster because I took off the sleeves, so they're shorter rows. But I just haven't been working on it as much. I've been I went like basically a full week of only working on this, which is crazy for me. I'm not a monogamous hitter. So then I basically spent last week, I wasn't feeling well, and so I wasn't reaching for this when I wasn't feeling well. I was reaching for like my socks or like my Litmus Cowl, something easy, my dishcloth. And I also try to get those things done, and then now I'm starting to go back to this. But yeah, I love it so much. The yarn is Hue Loco. This is the main color. It is Earl Grey is a colorway, and I would simulate it to, it's very tonal. I love it. I would simulate it more to like basically just like Earl Grey tea, but like more of like a yak color, like a natural yak color, which is what I wanted. Obviously lighter. That's what I was going for. And then my stripes are the Love is a Battlefield mini skein set. It's her Valentine's Day mini skein set. I have them all in here numbered and labeled because some of these look awful similar in a ball form until you knit it up. So I have to keep them like numbered so I know which order it is. And I just love it so much. It's so squishy and light. Don't you think it's squishy, Brooke?
Yeah.
So squishy. It's all fingering. What I'm going to do is I'm going to finish. So I have this much left of the second skein. I'm going to finish it on the body. And then I'm going to hold and then go do the sleeves. I have plenty of yarn, so that's not an issue. I'm going to go do the sleeves because I feel like those will whip right out because they're smaller. And that'll be good. And then I'll finish the body after that. So yeah, I haven't really made much progress, but I definitely split for sleeves. Got a little farther.
We've made an internal progress, we think about it.
I split for sleeve. That's the easy part. So really no more thinking. It's really what it is. I just love it so much. All right. And this is a Stria cardigan by Andrea Mowrey. I don't think I said it by Andrea Mowrey. No. And Hue Loco yarn. Oh my gosh, I love Hue Loco. Oh, and the Hue Loco is on the Phyllis sock base, which is 75-25. I wanted to do it on the 80-20 base. But there was only, when I was ordering, there was only 3 of the mini skein sets left, and they only had Phyllis sock, the 75-25. So I went ahead and ordered the base, the main color to match, and then I just, got gauge. Had to like change needle sizes and stuff, but no biggie. All right, Brooke. See, that wasn't 20 minutes.
Okay, I only have one whip, and it is my BTS cardigan that I'm working on that I talked about last one. I forgot the pattern.
It is, oh wait, look at last week's show notes. It is the This or That cardigan by Ariana Berkebile.
So I finished my first strip. So this is the strip.
She finished her first one.
And this is gonna be on the back.
Yep. Because she's having 2 white ones next to each other, right?
2 white ones right next to each other. And then I'm gonna put I Purple You, which is like BTS way of saying I love you. And then I'm gonna put the BTS logo.
So basically probably like duplicate stitch over crochet. That'll be interesting. We'll figure that out.
Oh yeah, that's
but
really long.
Yeah, so this is really long. Actually. Yeah. Cool. Yeah, well, I guess it comes up and over. That's nice. Mm-hmm. So it's our first strip. So basically you make a whole bunch of different strips in varying sizes, and then you're going to like seam them all together. It's actually pretty cool.
It does look like it gets a little smaller up here, but Mom says she can fix that just because my stitches got tighter up here.
Yeah, we'll just...
Mom says she can steam
She's
it.
basically getting better at her stitches up here. Like they're looser down here. So by the time she got up here, she was better at crocheting. So this is easy. We'll just steam this out, and then her next strips will be fine. And they're going to be steamed together, so it's going to stretch it out anyways. It'll be fine.
So I'm not really that worried about it.
Nope.
This is more just like something I can do like while I'm watching TV, talking with people. It's a really easy pattern. And this is just the first strip.
Love it.
Oh, and the reason I did purple is because that's BTS's colors.
And these are, she's doing the 3 different shades. So it's this dark purple, medium, and like a light. And only 2 of the squares will have white. Most of it will be purple. And then what is your button band and cuffs going to be?
Black.
Black.
And the yarn I used is all from Joann's yarn.
Mm-hmm.
So it's all Joann's yarn. Little Twist, I think.
Big Twist.
Big Twist.
Big Twist yarns. Yeah.
Not little. not little.
Yeah, they had a really great, we went to a Joann's in, where were we at? Roanoke. And the store itself is not like anything huge, but they had a huge selection, a color selection of that big twist. That's where she was looking for. Because we looked at all the yarn trying to find stuff. All right, my next whip. That's your only whip?
Yeah, I haven't.
Because she finishes, like she starts it and then finishes.
Yeah, because I finished them so easily.
Okay, I'm going to take some time. All right, so my next one is my Litmus Cowl by Stria Dyeworks. It is in my Daisy Girl and Company bags, Christmas bags. It's one of my last Advent projects. Oh, I don't know. I need to grab my bunting bag, but look, I love that it stands up. I love the handle. I love it see-through. I love the largeness of it too. Okay, so I am using. Actually, I'll just show you what it is first. I don't know why I keep saying that. So here is the Litmus Cowl so far. It's like basically an infinity scarf. This is where I was last time. Look at the little zebra from Anna. This is where I was when I showed it last time, and I've finished the purples and started the blues. I love this so much. So this is basically, why do I keep saying that? Basically, this is the Advent that Anna from Zebra Yarns and I, so we traded like a scrappy Advent. It was through the 24 Days of Cheer, like Advent swap. And so she sent me basically, I sent her like scraps from like my scrappy, like from my scraps. And she sent me scraps from like her dyeing. So I got like Zebra Yarns basically Advent. It's really cool. And I love that I got solids, I've got self-striping, I've got tonals, I've got variegated, I've got like a fade action happening. I mean, it's so cool.
This is my favorite.
This one? I know I like this one. So yeah, so what I'm doing is I'm going all the way through one at a time, and then the main color is just a natural yak. I'm like totally into the yak color these days. You want to show, Brooke? And it's a natural yak color, and I was looking just for that to go with all these colors. And it's by Tuja Designs, and it's Yak Nak Sock. She's on Etsy. A couple weeks ago, she was on taking a little break on her shop. Just check it, and she'll be letting you know if she's still taking a break or if, you know, she's got it back. This is 70-20-10. So 70% superwash merino, 20% yak, 10% nylon. And I love it. I love how it's going with all of my colors. Because I saw all the colors I had, and I'm like, all the colors of the rainbow, and I thought, she's even got some grays in here, so I didn't want gray, I didn't want white. I thought, oh, a yak base would be perfect. I love it so far. So once I get to the end of all these colors, I'm going to repeat the colors, whatever I have left with like thin stripes, because I'm using my leftovers for bunting. But here is what I have left. I have like this much left. And yeah, this is my next color, like a blue variegated. But yeah, that's it. So it's getting really long. It's gonna like, and basically what you do is you knit it all in the way in the round, and I'm gonna seam it together for an infinity scarf, like a tube. It's awesome. I love it so much. And it's very like soothing to knit. I take this when I go pick up Brooke from school or whatever, and I have it in the car. It's just as soothing as a muscle burra hat if you've knit one of those. Because you're just going round and round and round, and you can see progress really quickly, and it's got stripes in it, which is also fun. So there's that. And then I don't think I grabbed. Brooke, do you want to talk about something while I grab it?
All right, guys. Dude, I had this project that I had to do, and I had to go to my friend's house, and we did like a modernization version of an act from Julius Caesar. And we did it with Barbies. And I just finished editing it because I was in charge of editing. And I hate editing. But, like, I just know how to do it because I edited my TikToks before. So I just knew all the good apps, like, what to do.
You should share some with me then. I don't know if my editing's that great.
No, it's good.
You never watched them. You don't know.
Well, I have.
She doesn't watch
I need to
podcast.
see what funniness I am. I need to see how funny I am.
Okay. All right, so the next part of that Advent, part of my whips, are the bunting I'm making. So I'm taking the leftovers, whatever I have left, and because you only need about 5 grams for the Litmus Cowl, and I'm doing that straight from pattern. It's a free pattern. But I'm making bunting so we can hang bunting in our background. Bunting. And so this one was the one I showed last time. I've only done one more, and it's this one. And then I'm taking the leftovers from these, whatever I have left, And I'm going to make the thin stripes from the other one. So I was going to do like the Litmus Cowl and then do the bunting last. And I was like, wait a minute, I can't do it last because I need the thin stripe leftovers. So I need to do these. And these are on size US 2.5s. I really like them. The pattern for is called Bunting Fit for Queen by Vero Pepperrell. It says between 5 and 6 grams of yarn needed. And it needs actually like 6 grams. Like I did one that was 5. Like I had 5 grams, like a little over 5 grams of this, and I had to fade in another color. So I was, if it has 5 or less, I just don't even, I'm not even putting it in a bunting. 6 or more, I'm putting it in bunting. And if I have leftovers, I'm making the thin stripes for my cowl. So I won't have all of the stripes repeated through there, just whatever I have left. And then I'm not going to have all the colors in bunting either. I'm going to only take the ones that have enough. Because I read the pattern and it says actually like 13 little flags is a generous size bunting. So I don't need 24 or 25, however many I have minis. So yeah, that's what I have, and that's in my Scrappy Angel retreat bag. Oh, it's called, yikes, I think it's the Lorelei now. Go check it out.
Oh, so you got
all of us have our own bags. This is the Lorelei. I think hers is a new design coming out yet.
Okay.
Yeah, it's not out yet, but yeah. So that's a Litmus, no, that's the Bunting Fit for a Queen.
You're on this one.
String of Lights. So my String of Light socks, so as soon as I finished that, like I said last time, I finished those and then I immediately cast on the second sock for my String of Lights by the Sock Witchery. So here's the first one. It's yarn by Zebra Yarns.
Lovey.
Look at this 2-stripe with the purple. So I mean, and the tonality of her solids, oh, just beautiful. This is what I have left because this is what I've started. So I've cast on and I already got to the foot. So here's how much I've gone. It's like, I love this. It's a great, easy to memorize, like 2-row pattern, great texture if you want to, Sock Witchery. It's a great pattern. And I only did it, so I did it for shorties, so I only did it down the front. But if you do long socks, you just do it all the way around until you get to the heel. But yeah, so this is, I've done basically up to here on this other sock, and I have this much left to do. So I'm almost done. And then I already have socks like ready to go for the next, like to cast on afterwards. I already have them ready to go. And this is in my, I think this is the Rebecca.
Oh.
It's formerly Inside Outside, and yeah, it's got the clear pockets on both sides. And I had 2 sock whips going on here. I haven't even taken out the other yarn yet. So almost done with that one. All right, and then the trail point hat. So you're gonna see it this is in a peekaboo pouch, actually, AKA the Kimberly pouch. This is mine, named after me. So the trail point hat. Now I showed this last time and I was farther along. Interesting. I pulled out I ripped all the way back to the brim, basically. I was almost done with the blue color, almost done, and I ripped all the way back to the brim because I noticed that on my decreases for some reason, there was some gaps, on one side of the, one decrease side, there was holes and gaps, and I was like, ew, what is this? And if Damon, my husband might steal it, and
it's bald head.
And I don't want people to be like, oh, your wife knit that and it's got holes in it. No thanks.
It's funny because when I walked in here, my mom was like, I'm ripping it out.
I was like, yes, I'm ripping
I had to rip it out, and then I was like, okay, great talk.
So I'm back down to here. So I'm restarted, and I just haven't done. I'm in the decrease ground again, and now it's looking better. I'm just making sure I pull tight on their decreases. I don't know. I think it's caught because it's stiffer yarn. I just didn't catch it, and anyways. So I'm actually smaller or less work than I showed you last time, but I am redoing it. So this should be done by next time. I just need to actually do it. I honestly, I could finish this in a day. I just am doing all the things, so no. No worries there. Oh, and that's the Trail Point hat by Ruth Boelkins. She Spout Knits on Instagram. And the yarn is this kit I got from Plied. Plied yarn coat. Plied is like super shiny. The Trail Point hat bundle, and I got this at Indie Entangled when we went there for Rhinebeck. And I love the yarn. It's very like a rustic-y yarn, but very soft at the same time. Like the more you knit it, the softer it gets, which is like crazy, but awesome at the same time. Okay, one more. Oh my gosh, I feel like I have a lot of whips.
Yeah, I mean, I've been done for a while.
One more, also in a blanket tote, my Christmassy one. This is the Arabian Tales blanket, and I have tons of progress. Because last time I only had like two new fox faces I'd added. Well, Brooke.
Oh.
Well, let me tell you. Okay. I have, so here's where I have it marked. Oh, I have it upside down too. I don't even know what's going on here. All right, so this is where I showed you last time I had done these two. This is the last one I showed you. I finished the entire row. I finished the third row. So I had only done these first three from row 3 2 weeks ago, and I added the rest of the row. So there's that one. This is all sparkle base. This is my Chelsea Luxe Yarn Advent. This is an Advent from 2019 and 2021. So I am combining both Advents into this. Oh, you can kind of see the sparkle on that one. So I added this whole third row, and I am done with this row. And now I'm going to go back and start the fourth row. So like the last time I only had done 2 of this one, I'm like, basically for a while I was doing like 2 a day. And then like I started doing like 1 in the morning. I'll just do like 1 each morning, like really quick. I mean, it takes like 40 minutes for me to do one, but I was like, oh, if I just do that as like my morning knitting, like after I drop you off at school, I come home and I just knit one really quick. It really goes faster. Because sometimes if I knit one, I'm like, oh, I can do another one, like really quick. So then I get 2 done or something. And it's really fun. So now I get to do the fun part where I sprawl this out on my floor and I pick my next row of colors. I do a whole, I go through and pick out my next whole row of colors and like put them on top. And then I section those away into another bag. And that way I know what I'm pulling. And I take pictures of it.
Yeah.
That way I know what I'm reaching for next. I don't have to think about it.
That's smart.
And I have to wind them. I have to wind them up because I hand wind mine. But isn't this awesome? It's looking so good.
It's really pretty.
Grammy's calling right now. You can't see it. No, it'll go away. Okay.
Anyways.
I'm like, they can't see it. But yeah, isn't this awesome? I love it so much. So now I'll move this over to the end of my third. And yeah, I love it so much. This is going to be, you can't even tell like how big this is. So this is the Arabian Tales, Tales, blanket, actually not blanket, it's Arabian Tales. It is written as a shawl pattern, 4 wide. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4 wide, written as a shawl pattern. Or she calls it a stole, by Svetlana Gordon. And I saw other people do it. They made it into blankets too, so I'm not the first one to do this. What I did is I took the pattern and I tripled it. So I made it, 12 wide, right? And I have plenty of yarn for it because I've got 2 Advents and 2 whole skeins that went with those Advents. So I got plenty of yarn. Yeah. And it's going to be massive and definitely a long-term project, but most of my blankets are because I knit all the things. And I don't care. I'm okay with that. I love blanket knitting, and I don't care that my blankets take me longer. So I love the end product. I love having the blankets. And I don't care. And I'm not stressed out by whips. That's obviously, you guys have seen all my whips. I'm not stressed out by like, because the whips you saw right now are not all of them. They're just the ones that are in my current rotation. Yeah. And they don't stress me out. My stash kind of stresses me out.
Yeah,
my stash stresses me out, which I'm working on.
I get stressed out on my whips. That's why I always get things done quick.
Yeah, you should have seen. So I'm moving yarn rooms. All of my yarn used to be in my bedroom, in my closet, and all that stuff. And then we finally refinished our basement because our basement had flooded at one point in time, whatever. So we were waiting for carpet, and we just got carpet installed, and then we had an extra bedroom downstairs, even though it doesn't have a window. So technically it can't be called a bedroom, but we use it as a bedroom. But we literally have a spare bedroom upstairs. So my husband was like, why don't you take this to your yarn room? I was like, no, because we needed an extra spare room. He's like, how often have we used this as a spare room? I was like, oh yeah, once. Like once or twice.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh. And I'm like, well, and we have a futon. So I just have a futon in there that it lays out into a bed. So if people need the yarn room as a bedroom, they can. But I'm actually moving all of my yarn down there. We got like IKEA furniture to put on my yarn. I'm so excited because it's a no cat room, no cat zone. So I can have my yarn out and I don't have to worry about it. So anyways, last night my husband helped me put together the last 2 pieces of furniture so I could finally start moving in my yarn. It was so, I thought that was gonna be the fun part. And it was fun seeing all my yarn, but it's so stressful because it's not fitting. Like I don't have enough. So much yarn. Oh my gosh. Yes. I was using one of those whole cabinets for fingering and I barely am getting it in there and not even all the fingering I want in there. Now, I want all my good yarn in there. Like all my indie dyed yarn, all of my wool, all of my really nice cotton. Like I didn't want just, you know, just my indie dyed wool, but I want all my nice stuff in there. And it's like, I have a problem. And then the other one was holding all of my, like, each shelf had their own, like, worsted DK or whatever.
Yeah.
And I have way more worsted and DK than I thought I did.
I love worsted.
I have way more. Like, I thought I didn't have that much. And so this is great because this is going to show right in my face, all organized. Now I can see how much of what I have. Mm-hmm. And I have a lot that I didn't even realize. So this is good for me. So actually probably next podcast will be down there because we're going to have everything set up down there. We can podcast from my yarn room. I call my yarn room even though it's like the everything. Craft, yarn, whatever. Mainly yarn. It's like their house. Okay, so that is that. Next, acquisitions, Brooke. You didn't have any to show?
No.
Because she knits hers up basically as soon as she buys it? Okay. Actually, she's got bins of yarn.
Yeah, but I've already, burn a blanket. That's basically the definition of my yarn stuff.
So I really am trying not to buy too much yarn. If I buy yarn, it is for a purpose.
Mm-hmm. You want to tell them the story of this yarn?
Yeah. So I got a package, and I was like, I haven't ordered any yarn. I could tell it was yarn, right? I was like, I swear I have not ordered any yarn. I do not know what this is, and I didn't know who it was. Like, it didn't have the company name on it. For the address, I'm like, I don't know any by that name. I'm like, I don't understand. And so then I opened it. As soon as I looked at it, I was like, oh wait, no, I know what it is.
And she's like, all right, guys, false alarm. I know that I ordered this yarn.
Because it wasn't on Etsy. I even looked at my Etsy. I'm like, I didn't order any yarn, but it was it's her own website. That's why. But I remember now. I'm like, oh yes, I forgot because it had been a little bit, not too long. I don't even know why I forgot, honestly. But this is, I made an order with Euphoria Knits. Euphoria Knits. So it's Janessa. I made an order because she was having a moving sale and everything was half off and it was insane. And she had so many like beautiful 1s and 2 skeins and I was like, no, I don't need any more 1s and 2 skeins as evident from my yarn room. But I was like, is there anything like with more, and I'm like, well, I don't really need any more sweaters quantity right now. But I saw that she had a Surrey and this one is called Surrey Bliss. And I'm like, oh, Surrey, let me look. She had 4 skeins of this silver colorway. And at half off. So hello, of course I'm gonna grab that. And I'm really excited to try Sterling. So it's called, the colorway is Sterling. And it's 75% Brush Baby Surrey Alpaca, 25% Mulberry Silk. And it's like this perfect tonal, basically just like silver. And it was like the only one that she had like 4 of, like everything else like 1s and 2s. I'm like, oh, sold. So as soon as, and it was really great because she gave us notice. It was like Thursday. She told us that the sale would be on Saturday. So I immediately logged on and so I got to like look Thursday and Friday to see. And so I already had it ready to buy. And it was half off, guys. How much is anything half off? So I definitely helped out Janessa with her moving sale. So half off. I'm so excited. So Euphoria Knits.
Are you going to do that when you guys move?
Sell my yarn? No. Please.
Sell the ones that you don't.
I tried. Like, I thought everyone does all these D-stashes. I'm like, I could do that. I'm sure my which is true. My tastes have changed, right? Like, now I'm drifting to more, like, neutrals, but still with bright pops of color, because I love color. But I also am embracing neutrals more now. But I went through all of my yarn. I'm like, nope, I can't give any, I don't want to give any of it away or sell any of it. Like, I love it all still.
I'll sell it for you.
I can't. I just can't. Anyway, so I got 4 of these babies, and she threw in a little soak. Isn't that nice? I feel like I stole these from her for like half off, and she still sent me like a little. She's like, "Thank you." I'm like, "No, thank you."
No,
thank you. Okay, and then I got. Oh, here we go. So. Without getting too depressing, because I know these podcasts are used, and I use the podcast when I watch them as like a time to get away and to like zone out. So we all know the travesty going on in Ukraine. I have a Ukrainian family member, so it's hitting, not that it affects me directly, but it's just super stressful. And my son is like in military college, almost in the military. So I won't even get too much into it, but I support Ukraine, stand with Ukraine. I'm so sad for the Russian people. It's just heartbreaking all around. So anyways, I went to my yarn store because Knitting Lotta released a free Pray for Ukraine mitts. And I went, now hers is in fingering weight and my local yarn store only had these colors in DK weight. So I grabbed them. This is Color Lab West Yorkshire Spinners. These perfectly are the Ukrainian flag colors, like royal blue and yellow. They perfectly match. I'm going to try and like change up the mitt pattern to make it DK, which I totally think I could do. It's not going to be that hard. And I'm going to make these for my Ukrainian family member. I think she would really like it. So this is going to be for her. And I think I'll even make her like a little flag. I saw someone else made like a little flag out of it. And I'm going to do that for her too. And then I don't know if you guys saw the Scrappy Angel latest update. Her latest update was like these Mr. Foxes. I don't even know. Oh my gosh. Look at the little, and look at the, I just love it so much. It's the Kimberly pouch. She debuted the new names, which is formerly a peekaboo pouch. And I just, oh, you guys, I love it so much. So I got myself a Kimberly pouch, hand delivered from Angel. Angel. I just love them. And she still has a couple. I checked the other day and she still has a couple left of these foxes in different kinds of bags. I don't know about the peekaboo or the Kimberly. There might be, but go look.
Does it feel weird to say your own name?
I know it's right.
The Kimberly.
The Kimberly pouch. But yeah, it's so great. I love it. Oh, and if you want to buy from Scrappy Angel, don't forget, we have a never expiring coupon code, discount code. I think it's 10% for Scrappy Angel, and it's always down in show notes. So just go check it out. And anytime I have discount codes from designers, makers, whatever, just go look down, just check down in the show notes, and I'll always have them listed there. Because I always talk about Scrappy Angel, but I always forget to mention that we have a coupon code.
I forgot we had a coupon code.
Go check it out. But yeah, it's amazing. It's awesome. Okay, so my mitts will probably actually go in here. Okay, last up is our Yarnable. This one came really fast. I feel like I was like, what day is it? Usually it's like around the 6th, but I think we got this on like the 2nd or 3rd. It was really fast this year. So we get the Yarnable subscription, and I have not opened it yet. Normally I open it, and if you guys saw Vlogmas, you guys saw what we do and Brooke like guesses. But Brooke's been like super busy with like having her teeth extracted and also like lacrosse. I just opened it before the podcast and we haven't even looked in it yet. So Brooke's going to, this will be like a true unboxing.
I'm not good at guessing, guys.
Brooke's gonna guess. Oh, I thought I opened it all the way out. There it goes. Okay. So what I do is, because you can't see, because she puts it in these cool, you know. Oh, it's a mini. Oh my gosh. The goodies, you guys. Oh my gosh. Look. That's really cool. Oh, first of all, 3 by the Sea. She's got a podcast too I watch, 3 by the Sea. Her name's Kim too. Well, it's like 3 of them. It's 3 like family members, but Kim is the one that does the podcast. They do stitch markers and I think bags too. Okay, so Brooke. Let's do the guessing and then we'll get to the goodies. Okay, the name of the yarn is called Shenanigans, and it's brought to you by Silly Gnomes, Lucky Clovers, and Gold at the End of the Rainbow.
So I think it's gold, green, and then like a tan red?
A tan red?
Well, like tan or red. I'm thinking gnomes. I don't know.
Oh, tan or red. I thought you meant like a tannish red.
No,
like,
tan or red.
Okay, so you think gold?
I know green.
I feel like probably
sure.
not red because that might be like Christmassy.
Yeah,
maybe though.
Gold and green definitely.
Gold and green definitely.
Maybe tan. From the gnomes.
Okay.
Hell yeah.
Ooh, we got all of it. Mainly white. Mainly natural with these amazing speckles of green and gold, but also blue and purple. I probably like the color book.
Yeah.
There we go. I wonder if you can see more. There you go. And Yarnable is so soft. It's so plushy. It's her plush sock base, 8515 superwash merino nylon, and I love how soft it is. And now, what are the minis, Brooke? Or the extras? By the way, Yarnable, with having, it's not very expensive, you guys. Like, this box. Sorry, here, dogs. And it comes with the best the best extras that I've had in like a mystery box or whatever. Okay, go ahead. What's the first extra?
All right, a mini skein dyed by Arkansas Yarn Co.
Arkansas Yarn Co. She's also got a podcast. I think she follows us. She watched her recently. I watched. She's also doing I'm actually thinking she's also. Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry you guys hear the dog. She's got a sock box or something like that coming out now. Like, it just started this year, and I was like seriously tempted. I was like, I'm trying to cut back, but I might have to partake one time. But Arkansas Yarn Co. There's they have their own store, I think, and also Arkansas picture. I love their logo. It's so pretty. Mm-hmm. It's a great green. Yeah, it's really great green with like some gold flecks in there. Mm-hmm. You can kind of see it. This is nice. We never gotten a mini before as an extra. Yeah. And I actually get to see Arkansas Yarn Co. yarn. That's really cool.
Oh, it even comes with a stitch marker with it.
Like like a little light bulb stitch marker.
Yeah. Okay, the next one is a gnome knitting pattern by Sarah Skira. And we got that emailed to us. And I didn't look at it because I didn't want to be, because it was knit up in the yarn, and so I wanted to be surprised. And they did tell you, like, don't look at it if you don't want to see the yarn yet. Okay. But the next one is
a gnome knitting pattern. That's cute.
The next one is a stitch marker set from 3 by the Sea Designs.
Oh my goodness. It's
really pretty.
Yes, so pretty. This is so like glittery. Just like it's not right.
You can see how it's glittery.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So cute. I love this. So makers that I've been I've been following, they have podcasts, 3 by the Sea, Arkansas Yarn Co. Go check it out.
All right. So instead, we usually get a fun fact on these cards, but we have a riddle this time.
Riddle me this.
So it's riddle me this. I'm hidden, but I'm not buried. I hold treasure, but no gems. Leprechauns protect me, but I'm not Lucky Charms. What am I?
The pot of gold, right? The pot.
Yeah, probably.
Does it say where it is? What the answer is?
No, it doesn't say at all.
What? You can't have a riddle with no,
Scratch reveal. No, she doesn't say.
I think it's the pot, right? The pot of gold.
Probably.
What do you guys think?
Maybe it'll say, maybe it's like underneath your scratching thing.
I guess. All right, but yes, awesome. I love my Yarnable. I need to knit these up for reals. Oh my gosh. Okay, pause for animal control. Okay, up next is dream knitting. I pretty much already talked about these patterns before. Sorry Nordland was having a great sale through yesterday, or through today actually. Today's the 6th. You can't partake in it, but she's having, not a sale, but basically she's donating 25% of her proceeds from all of her patterns to help the Ukrainian crisis. I don't remember exactly what her donation was going towards, but she'd already done the research and it was great. So I went and just basically purchased all the patterns that I've got like a bazillion patterns of my favorites. You're kidding this, Brooke.
Sorry.
But I purchased the 3 patterns that I had yarn for, but just hadn't gotten the patterns yet. And because I normally don't even buy the pattern until I'm ready to knit it. Like, even if there's a sale, I'm like, eh. And if there happens to be a sale when I'm buying it, then I'll partake in that. But like, I don't, I just buy it. I just wait until I'm actually definitely gonna knit it. Because all the time I might change my mind, and then I have the yarn for it. I can use the yarn for something else. I don't want to buy a pattern I'm not actually gonna knit. But the first one I bought from Sorry Norland is a Billy pullover. As you've seen a couple episodes ago, I already have the yarn. I think I'm using Malabrigo Rios for the Billy pullover. The cocoa tee I got yarn last summer for, I think. Yes, I got that. I got the it's Life in the Long Grass I got for that. And then the Marzipan pullover, which she just released on Thursday, and I already ordered the yarn for it. Knitting for Olive donated all their proceeds from 2 Saturdays ago. If she told you ahead of time, it's a mother-daughter company, I think in Norway or Denmark. I'll put it right here. And they were donating all of their proceeds from one day to the Red Cross in Ukraine.
That's cool.
And so Sari was like, hey, she made her marzipan pullover from Knitting for Olive Yarn. Like, hey, I'm going to put out, so she put out because she hadn't released the pattern yet. She put out all the numbers you would need for your sizes, though. So she told you how much yarn you would need if you wanted to partake in this great fundraiser. So I went ahead and ordered the yarn already for the marzipan pullover from Knitting for Olive. So that's on its way, which is great. I mean, I didn't do anything. I just purchased money, purchased yarn, but they raised 246 some odd thousand euros.
Dang.
Which is more like, just Google that. That's a lot of dollars, a lot of US dollars that in one day, and they gave it to the Ukrainian Red Cross. It was amazing. So I can use my knitting or my buying yarn power for good sometimes. So I already got that. So I went ahead and bought the marzipan pullover. So I got those 3 patterns that I already have the yarn for. And Sorry Northern was donating 25% of proceeds to
That's cool. I like
some
that.
I can't remember which one it was. But yeah, and we have another acquisition coming. I just found about this dyer in Oregon. You'll see it next time when it arrives. I did a pre-order. She was doing a sock set. I think she was doing a sock set, and it's like a royal blue with a yellow mini for Ukrainian colors. And she was donating proceeds to some kind of charity for Ukraine as well. And I got that because I'm going to knit my Ukrainian family member some Ukrainian socks. I think I'm going to add like their symbol or something to the top. I mean, it's gonna be really cool. I'm gonna make her some socks. I think she'll really like that.
Love it.
And she was donating 20. I think it was like a $35 for the sock set, which is a totally reasonable price too. Free shipping, and she was donating 20 of those dollars.
Huh.
Basically, she was giving away stuff and like losing money too. Like it was just great all around. And I will definitely buy from her in the future. She's got great yarn. I'll put it here. Who it is. I think because she might even still have the pre-order up. And also, great knitting and crochet stickers. I actually put a couple of stickers in my cart. And she's got great fiber that was hand-dyed too. So go check her out. But also, Mesa Skeins had like a sale yesterday. And it was like 30% off, like this big sale. So Brooke ordered her first indie dyed, online order. She got a couple worsted skeins. And of course, I got like a little something. A little something. I don't need the yarn, but I was actually, because you guys know I said it last time, like, the eggnog colorway. I had 2, and I'm like, why didn't I get more? I'm like, oh, perfect. I'll go buy more of the eggnog, and sold out. They had it in worsted, but not in the spade fingering. I was like, dang it. I think it's a sign. I need to use it as a 2 skein. But I got like the 50 gram like sock set, 50-50 with like this like light purple and pink. You guys will see it when it comes in. And okay, podcast. Brooke, have you been watching anybody new for podcasts?
No.
I have found a whole bunch of new people I'm really excited about. I like finding new podcasts, and I especially like finding newer or smaller podcasts because like I feel like, I don't know.
I was like, I'm just so big. I just feel like I'm giving them something.
I'm not big.
No, I'm just kidding.
They're basically like our size, or maybe even a little smaller. I mean, maybe you can be bigger than us, but not like thousands of whatever. Yeah. So I just feel like, it helps amplify them, and I really like the content. They got great content. So the first one is Franny Do Makes. She's in Leeds in West Yorkshire and UK.
Okay.
And she makes great socks, like tons of different socks, and obviously shawls too. But she's got great stuff. So go check out. I love looking at stuff in other countries too, because they have different yarn than we have, and different dyers and different brands, and I like seeing their patterns and stuff. So yeah, it was really great. So go check her out. It's Franny. The next one is a knitting PT. My friend Amanda was like, oh, the knitting PT made that sweater. I'm like, oh, let me go look. I'm like, how have I not seen this before? That's Andrea. She's an orthopedic physical therapist in her real job, like her day job. And then also like knits a bunch, like knits tons of sweaters and loves yarn and all that stuff. And she always gives at the end, like a little PT tip, like on how to like stretches for like knitters, or how to like your posture, or always like a little bit of a tip at the end for keeping your body nice. And
I like that.
I know, it's so cool and so original because I've never seen it before. And the next one is Serenity in Stitches. I found her from the Rose Opal Knits podcast. They highlighted her. That's Christina, and she is awesome. Go check her out. She makes tons of blankets, which are really great blankets. But also, she's making this Douglas cardigan. It is beautiful. So go check it out. And that's it for now. I'm sure I got some other ones that I have saved for watch later that I haven't watched yet.
Yeah.
Because I only subscribe if I want to keep watching them. I don't like it when people subscribe and then unsubscribe. Right?
Yeah.
Then, first of all, because we see that, I'll see our numbers go up and go back down. It's kind of like, oh. They're like, oh, they liked us for a minute and then dislike. That's what I feel like. So I don't like to like subscribe unless I definitely want to keep watching them. So I'll put them in my save for later, save to watch later, and then if I watch them once, I'm like, oh, and then I know if I want to, subscribe or not. And then are you watching or reading anything, Brooke?
I'm watching a new K-drama that came out on Netflix called Forecasting Love and Weather.
You've been waiting for this one, haven't you?
I haven't waited for this one. But now I'm waiting for it to all come out because I forgot that Netflix is this thing now, for not specifically, but mainly for K-dramas, where they release it once a week. So now,
which is weird because I've never known of Netflix doing that.
They don't do it for American TV shows that often.
That's weird.
They do it for mainly K-dramas because
maybe the K-dramas themselves do it. So then they want to make sure you get it at the same time.
Yeah. So it's like I'm like waiting because I just like binging it on like one night. So I wait for it all to come out. I watched the first couple episodes and it was really good.
Oh, that's good. And
they're like my two favorite actors playing in it. And there's a lot of K-dramas I was really just looking at this morning that I need to watch.
I'm watching a bunch of it. I mean, nothing I'm binging, basically like true crime and whatever. But I'm holding out because guess what comes out this month, Brooke? Bridgerton season 2 comes out at like March 25th. It's so close. So I'm super excited for that. There's like a lot of great stuff coming out this year. Stranger Things. And Stranger Things is coming out in 2 segments, like a month apart. And they're like full on season almost. And then that's not even the end. They have one more season afterwards. I guarantee like season 4 or something, or season 5 or yeah. It's crazy. I was like, what? There's so much they're trying to pack in. They had to break it up.
I watched one season of Stranger Things, and then I don't know. I can't really do like gory and like. Even though I watch a lot of true crime, but I can't.
It's kind of scary.
I can't do monsters for some reason.
There's definitely monsters.
I can't do monsters. I'm just like I get confused, and I'm like, why does this one look like a sunflower?
And at first I watched it. I'm like, oh, it's like little kids kind of show because there's like mainly the main characters are kids, but really there's full on adult. Winona Ryder, first of all, I love her, is in it, and she's like one of the main characters, like the mom.
Is she the mom of that one?
Love Winona Ryder.
She's a really good actor. She's so good.
She's so good.
And that whole entire series, her acting is just amazing.
She's always amazing. But all of them, it's really good. It's a really good show. And what's another one that's coming out?
I know ones that are coming out for me.
Okay, no. Oh, but then movies. So Dalen already texted me. So our son he comes home for spring break. So this Friday, I'm gonna go pick him up. He's home for a whole week and a day. It's very exciting.
And a day.
And unless I pick him up on Friday, so it's a whole week and 2 days. But he really he loves Batman. He's totally into Batman, and the Batman movie just came out. It's almost 3 hours long.
It's 3 hours and 15 minutes.
He says, "Are we going to go see Batman?" I'm like, "Yeah, we're going to see Batman." But I've also really wanted to see Uncharted.
I want to see Uncharted too.
And because I played all those video games, the Uncharted games, and so I'm like, oh, I want to go see. I'm like, so Dad suggested that we do a double feature that day, which I haven't been to a theater since pre-COVID, so that already makes me kind of nervous. But I'm like, well, if we're gonna go, I might as well go all at once. And then I told Dalen, he's like, you do know that Batman's almost 3 hours. I'm like, yeah, but we'll have we'll go to dinner or lunch in between and then go back.
It was like a family day.
Yeah, because we never go, and Dalen's never here, and we both want to see those movies, and seeing it in theater would be really cool. So we might go see those in theater next weekend.
That'd be fun.
It'd be so fun. But yeah, that's all we got going on here. Yeah, we'll see you guys in a couple weeks, and until next time.
All right, bye.
Bye.